What's up, YouTube? This week I want to talk about migraines. I know not all MS patients deal with migraines, but migraines for me have been a game changer in how I lived my life, so I thought it was important. It all started when my great-grandma passed. During that time, I was trying to get work done as well as spend time with my family because she was in home hospice, and I started drinking coffee because I had a lot of work to do. I couldn't just take time off like I can now, and I was trying not to get behind. So I was introduced to the Keurig and single serve cups, and I was Starbucks' best friend. Once she passed and that part of my life was over, I actually was gifted a Keurig for my birthday, and so the downward spiral started. I realized that if I brewed my first cup of coffee at 9 or 10 p.m. after Michael went to bed, I would be able to stay up until at least 3 a.m. and then sleep for 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours or something like that when Michael woke up for the day. I was pulling the 4 or 5 hours probably all summer long until it really started to affect me late November, early December of that year. So at least 5 months maybe of 4 to 5 hours of sleep and stressful work deadlines, and I was just in a bad situation. I should have never done that to myself. In December, I started noticing I would get migraines, and my migraines start with an aura, which an aura is, you know how you get something on your eye and it kind of looks a little wonky, maybe like a circle, and you look around and it just follows you like that little spot on your eye sometimes. Well, an aura is like that, and that's how I know I'm getting a migraine. My auras typically last 10 to 30 minutes, and there isn't any pain associated with them, but I know the pain is coming, so I just kind of try to stop whatever I'm doing and get to bed if I can, because sleep is ultimately the best healer for me. Once the aura is over, the migraine comes on, and at that point there really isn't much you can do about it because it hurts. It hurts a lot. I did start taking Relpex, which is a drug you take once you start your migraine. So you take it at the first sign of a migraine, and then if it isn't getting better, you are allowed to take a second pill 2 hours later, but no more than 2 pills in 24 hours, and it is hella expensive. I'm talking like your insurance, or my insurance anyways, would only give me 6 pills a month because it is just so expensive. There is a $10 copay program to look into on their website if you want to try a drug that is fabulous. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I would have done without it. I got through many days on Relpex. Now that I'm pregnant, I have been given Tylenol 3s. Tylenol 3s don't work as well as Relpex, but it's really the only thing I can take right now if I start to get a headache, which I still do because it's crazy. If I do not get 8 hours of sleep, I will wake up with a headache. 8 hours of sleep, I will get a headache. I was sleeping in the early parts of this pregnancy 15 hours a day, 15 hours, just to avoid getting a headache, because I had a few migraines in the early parts of my pregnancy because I was still trying to figure out how much sleep do I need. Michael is on a new sleep schedule. Michael's in school now, you know, like we have weddings. It was so stressful, you guys, so stressful. So it just happened. Thankfully, I do have a very understanding family, and Michael is fabulous. I get to go upstairs now about 8 o'clock and just kind of wind down for the day so that I get quality sleep, and that helps a lot. If you can wind down 1 to 2 hours before you go to bed, you, at least for me, will sleep better. You know, turn off the electronics, like just turn your brain off. That helps a lot. Sleep, sleep, and more sleep. And I know stress was another thing for me. Stress, I was so stressed out from work because I had too much on my plate. So I dialed that back now too, and I have maybe half, maybe a third as much work. Now I know this isn't the situation for all patients who experience migraines. I know people have it a lot worse than I did, which is really, really hard for me to stomach because it was bad. Migraines are zero fun, you guys. If you could do anything to avoid getting migraines, I highly recommend it. That being said, if you out there have a way to deal with migraines that is not Relpex, or maybe that didn't work for you, and sleep is just not the only answer for you, please leave it in the comments, you guys. This is how we help each other. To be completely honest with you, I'm terrified for the newborn stage, for the up in the middle of the night feedings and doing it multiple times a day. And what if you get a child that doesn't sleep and then you just don't get any sleep? Like, how am I going to be able to handle the newborn and my migraines? This is something I have already started thinking about. You know, Michael, how much is he going to be able to stomach because he has to get up and go to work the next day? That's just planning. We have to plan for my sleep. It's all in a sleep schedule, you guys. I have a face mask and everything so I can sleep at all times of the day. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.